Great.
He's a local author who's had several of his books turned into movies. Blake Nelson has worked with major directors like the Oscar-nominated Gus Van Sant. Several of Nelson's books are based in Portland, and now one of them is a show on national television. Take a look.
People often say writers are like, oh, I have to work on my novel, and it's like if your attitude is like, oh, I have to work on my novel, it's probably not a good novel. So you really have to follow your excitement, and when you're really having fun and you're really excited, then you know you got something. My first book, Girl, was about the music scene in Portland. That book was excerpted in Sassy magazine, which was kind of the trendy, cool magazine of the 90s. That really built it up. So when it came out, it sold really well. And the publisher was kind of surprised. They didn't think it was really going to do anything. So it kind of popped right out of the gate. And then I had a book in 2007 about skateboarders in Portland, and that got made into a movie by Gus Van Sant.
I had to put this part out of my mind, but the picture brought it all back.
We should go check out Panda Card.
After that movie came out, the book sold in like every country. You know, it sold in Iran, and Turkey, and Korea, and it was really interesting to see the reach of his reputation. And then to be around him was super fun, because he's super humble, and he's super nice, and his whole attitude towards things. And often in LA, you kind of say, well, I did this and I did that, and people are like, okay, so you're on this level, and I'll deal with you like this. But in Portland, if you say like, well, I've published 4 books and I had a movie, people are like, well, that's great, but I'll wait until I get to know you. It's a good place for stripping away like pretense. And I always find I write really well here, because it kind of, like my style just gets simple and it's really straightforward.
Let me be clear about one thing. I made a mistake. But don't we all?
The book, Recovery Road, it got a really good review, and rehab in the book is based on an actual rehab that's in Newburgh. And I actually, many years ago, a girl who I knew had gone there when she was quite young, and she took me there once and sort of showed it to me and told me about her adventures going to rehab as a 19-year-old. And that kind of was the beginning of the idea of the story. And it sold pretty well, but there was no interest at first. Eventually it ended up at ABC Family. But then what happens, like what I'm going through right now, it's about to end, and I'm just kind of bracing myself for the feeling of, oh, I don't have anything to post on Facebook, can't get excited for the next week's episode, like it's just over.
You can learn more about Blake Nelson on his website. We have a link to that on our website, kptv.com/moregdo.